Okay, well, it's time now for some Gabriel Knight. Everyone's favorite pulp novelist turned Schottenjäger, shadow hunter. Going after the things that go bump in the night. This is Gabriel Knight 2, The Beast Within. It should be a spooky good time for all. Let's get started with our prologue. This is, in case you weren't able to tell, another full motion video game. Stylistically, with some similarities to the last game that I played, which was Under a Killing Moon, the third Tex Murphy adventure.
Nathanbobathan.
Comb!
This is, of course, another game by Sierra, who also brought us the first Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. And it's also created, designed by the wonderful Jane Jensen, responsible for the first Gabriel Knight and for the sixth King's Quest game, which also happens to be my personal favorite. Okay, so let's get started. Chapter 1. Remember that Schloss Ritter was where Gabriel's uncle Wolfgang lived before he passed it on to Gabriel at the end of the previous Gabriel Knight game. So presumably Gabriel is now living in Germany. There he is, our illustrious hero himself. This time not played by Tim Curry, but by Dean Erickson, I think is his name. Jane Jensen didn't feel that Curry physically fit the part for Gabriel, and since it was going to be a live-action performance, she brought in somebody else who she thought better matched Gabriel Knight physically. Okay, so he's written a book about the voodoo murders.
Out falls. Come in.
Herr Knight, there are some people here to see you.
Me?
Yeah, if you please come.
What's going on? You've been acting strange all day.
Gerda,
Please just come. And don't forget your talisman.
who also made an
You
appearance
must
in the
wear it
previous game.
always.
Oh yeah, the talisman.
Damn thing's heavy. Well, hello there. Shouldn't those be torches?
Guten Abend, Herr Knight. I am Werner Huber. Forgive our coming here so late, but we must speak with you.
What can I do for you?
Oh, this is my cousin, Sir Huber Sepp. He has a farm just outside of Munich. I will tell you the truth, Herr Knight. We have come for the Schattenjäger.
I see. What makes you think you need a Schottenjäger?
It is because of Sepp here. 2 nights ago, his wife goes to the window of the house to call in their daughter, Tony. It is getting dark. The light outside is not so good, yeah? She sees Tony some meters away, playing at the grass. And she sees a wolf. It is huge. And it is moving towards the child. The mother screams to the child, warning. And that is when the beast strikes.
Tony!
Oh, no, langsam. They say she died quickly. Sepp here
Very
hears his
reassuring,
wife
old man.
screaming, comes running from the barn. He sees the wolf, goes inside the house to get a gun, but when he comes out, no wolf. And it has taken part of the child with it.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it is very bad, Herr Knight. That is why we come to you.
Haven't the police been notified?
Oh, ja, natürlich. The police, they think it is wolves escaped from a zoo. They search and search, but they find nothing. This is not the first such killing. And if it is not stopped, it will not be the last.
I'm not really sure what you want me to do.
The killer is not wolf. It is werewolf.
Ah, a
You
werewolf.
must hunt it down and kill it.
Werewolf? What makes you think it's a werewolf?
The wolf looked at me. Its eyes were human. It knew what it was doing. It knew.
I'm really very sorry about your daughter, Herr Huber.
I have told them that you are the new Schattenjäger.
You wear the talisman. Are you the Schattenjäger now? Or are you not?
I am?
We do not know you, Herr Knight. But we have known the Schattenjägers for many centuries. It is to them we turn in trouble like this. Sepp here is family. Will you come? Just look around, see what you can see. Huh? Sepp and his wife go north to be with her mother. You can stay on his farm.
All right. I'll look into it for you. See what I can see.
I'll pack your things.
Great. Thanks. I'll meet you in the village in an hour.
Oh, thank you, Herr Knight. Thank you.
Is there a reason why you sleep on a bench? Don't you have a bed in that giant mansion? I remember there being a bedroom in the previous game. Okay, so here we are. We are Gabriel Knight in this full motion video adventure game. So you can see, unlike Mex Turfy Under a Killing Moon, we are in the third person, and the interface is much, much more intuitive than what we saw in Tex Murphy. Less switching between annoying modes, interaction mode, and movement mode. And we have a more traditional point-and-click style control scheme, which works very well for this game. Let's start by clicking on this crucifix here.
I take it the Huber's a Catholic. I take it the Huber's a Catholic.
The Hube?
I take it the Huber's a Catholic.
Okay. So that's that. How about this bag here? Okay.
China. Our homie.
Alright, so I have some china.
China. Our homie. China. Our homie. China.
Okay.
Our homie.
I heard that. So
I don't have anything to write about at the moment.
Apparently there's a killer wolf that has escaped from the zoo.
I can't read much of it, but they give the name of the zoo. It's in Thalkirken. The name of the detective on the case is Liebe, from the police station near Prinsra Gentenplatz.
Okay. Anything else to
Who
examine?
should I call?
Who should I call? I don't know. Herr Knight, the keys for the car are by the door. It is better not to drive inside Munich. Drive road something to Lockham, park the car, and take the LL something from there. Thank you for helping us. Von Euler.
Herr Knight, the keys for the car are by the door. It is better not to drive inside Munich. Drive road 96 to Lockham. Park the car and take the U-Bahn from there. Thank you for helping us. Frau Uber.
Oh, so I guess I'm not at Manor Gabriel. I'm at the Huber farm. So that would explain why I'm in such a rustic setting. Okay, so... Already looked at the cross. Anything else to look at here?
I don't think the Ubers want me in their private bedrooms.
Guess not. So I guess this is where the car keys are? Alright. So what do I have in my inventory? I have some car keys.
Nice of the Ubers to loan me their car.
Was nice of them. I have a letter.
It's from the Ritter family lawyers.
Dear Mr. Knight, the title of Schloss Ritter Lands has been officially registered with the German Landratsamt under your name. Thanks to the funds you provided, the estate is now current. The inheritance tax, back property taxes, and transfer fees have been paid. Thank you for the additional retainer you sent us and for your confidence in keeping Ubergon, Hoffman, and Schnell in your family firm. Please feel free to contact me with any problems or questions you might have. If you visit Munich, please come by and introduce yourself. Your servant, Herr Harold Uvergraw.
It's from the Ritter family lawyers.
Okay. Sweet. Now what else do we have in our inventory? Okay, I have a letter from Grace.
Gabriel, I've just notified the Catholic Church about a miracle. Things have actually been picking up around the shop. We've been going through stock like a real store. I keep expecting the candid camera guys to pop out at any moment and say, just kidding. In other acts of universal randomness, the Voodoo Murders is up to number 20 on the New York Times bestseller list. Yes, the tastes of the American public can be a terrifying thing. In any case, your U.S. bank account is blossoming, not unlike the desert after a fluke storm. If you don't mind, I'd like to use a little of the money to fix up the shop. Your Gran is fine, but misses you. Mosley has been hanging around, making himself a real pain in the butt. Fortunately, I need only bring up the bald detective Mostly in your book, all 240 pounds of him, and your pal turns red and is out the door in about 5 seconds. Things are organized here, just waiting for your decision. I think you can find a buyer if you want to go that route. I know you hate to write, but I need to get a feeling for what your plans are so I can make some of my own. I haven't seen or heard of anything here that seems relevant to this Schottenjäger business. Take care. Grace.
Okay. Thank you, Grace. That was from St. George's bookstore back in New Orleans, which is the bookstore that Gabriel owns and that Grace helps operate. What else do we have in our inventory? This knife. Tell me about this Ritter dagger.
A Schottenjäger knife.
Okay. Maybe we can use that to kill some werewolves.
My wallet. It actually has money in it these days.
Good. Guess we inherited a bunch of money, which is always useful.
Brilliant prose, if I do say so myself. Unfortunately, I'm just pissing the wind until I can think of a plot line. Maybe this case will inspire me.
Nearly a year after his big case, Blake Backlash finds himself stuck in a dilapidated castle. He's supposed to be some kind of hero, having inherited late Uncle Damon's role of guardian of truth and light, along with the wreck of a fortress. What Uncle Damien didn't explain was what he was supposed to do next. So far, the most exciting outcome of his new title has involved building plaster and a lot of hammering. It's enough to drive a scion to seek out the highest ramparts and throw himself over. Still, he reasoned, things could be worse. If it weren't for the large amounts of cash he'd smuggled out of the Vutu Honfu before it went up into flames, there'd be no renovation and he'd still be freezing his balls off in the Moravian refrigerator. Fortunately, Blake is spared the ordeal of further self-reflection when a mysterious package arrives in the mail. Postmark, India. Curious, he rips open the thick twine binding, and out falls... who knows? Notepad. Any memos, Gabriel?
My notebook.
A tape recorder.
My new tape recorder. A dual mount.
Cool. That should be handy, I guess, at some point. I have a business card. Still the St. George's Rare Books, not a Schottenjäger business card, which is a little disappointing.
A little too tasteful, if you ask me. Gracie ordered them.
too tasteful. What would you prefer? A chicken in bikini riding a dragon or something? Talisman.
The family talisman. Wolfgang gave up his life to get this back.
Cool. Alright, so that's in our, what's in our inventory. Let's see if we can head out here. And see what we can see. I'm not gonna get in the car just yet. What's up here?
I suppose that's for tending those window boxes.
Alright, let's go over here. Alright. Ah, paw print.
Jesus. It's as big as my hand.
That's a big wolf. Alright, well, now that we know what we're dealing with. Ah. What is this? What was it? Whatever it is, it doesn't appear to be in my inventory, which is odd. Oh wait, some hair.
Just looks like reddish hair to me. I'm gonna need help analyzing it.
I'm gonna need some help analyzing this hair, I guess.
Something's been here. Maybe something's been here. Maybe the thing that killed Yuba's daughter.
Maybe, maybe. You're done here, Gabriel?
These woods go back a ways. Plenty of space to hide. These woods go back a ways.
Okay. What's to go in the house? Or no, that's to go in here, I guess.
I could be wrong, but I think this bag contains cement. Now. Quick. Quick drying cement?
Oh. Could I use that to get a mold of the paw print? Alright. Well, better head over to get that cast before this dries. Alright.
It'll take a minute to set. Nothing of interest in there.
A metal pail.
Okay. Well, Gabriel, has it been a minute? Can I take that paw print cast? Good. I have a paw print cast.
It's huge. I wish I knew if it were normal or not.
It's huge. Alright. So how do I save this sucker? Ah, good. Traditional Sierra save. Hopefully there are no dead ends in this game.
I was hoping for a Mercedes, but this'll have.
Have to do. Alright. Where to, Gabe? Oh boy. Police station. Marion Plots. Zoo. Well, I guess we should probably check in with the police, right? We don't want to be stepping on any toes now, do we? Oh, they have a hint system. That's nice. So if we get stuck, we can use that.
Ja, kann ich Ihnen behilflich sein?
Guten Tag. Do you speak English?
Nein, ich spreche kein Englisch. Was möchten Sie bitte?
Great. Lieber. Criminal Commissar Lieber. Is he here?
Kommissar Leber, wer möchte mit ihm sprechen? Wen? Sie sind?
Sie. Me. Oh.
Ja.
Oh. Right. Writer. You know, books. That's me.
Ja.
Me.
Kommissar Leber, bitte. Kann hier kommen? Tut mir leid. Kommissar Leber ist zu beschäftigt. Hat absolut keine Zeit. Nein, kann Sie leider nicht sehen. Ist zu beschäftigt. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Herr. Die Tür.
Right. Thanks. Bitte.
Amerikaner.
Okay, so that was kind of amusing. It was fun to watch Gabriel struggle through that encounter. So where do I want to go next? I don't know what Marion Plots is. The zoo would probably be a good place. Find out if that paw print is at all normal. All right. So here we are at the zoo. European wolf, Canis lupus lupus.
Canis lupus lupus. European wolf. Canis lupus.
Okay. What all can we do here?
Here, Wolf. Come on, boy. Here, Wolfie. Come on. Come on, Wolfie, Wolfie. Come on. Come on. Get the heck over here, will ya?
It was an amusing interaction with that wolf. Boy, this is quite a low fence for... Okay. Can I talk to this guy?
Excuse me. Do you speak English?
Yes?
Great. Mind if I ask you some questions?
Yeah, okay.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Zookeeper.
Have you worked here long?
Thomas. Almost 1 whole year.
A year? Wow. I noticed you were pretty calm walking in that kennel. Guess wild animals don't bother you, huh?
The wolves. They are lazy during the day.
Oh.
Tell me anything else about yourself?
So you carry a walkie-talkie.
The zoo is big.
Who normally gives you your instructions over that thing?
Kitchen, sometimes the health unit. For something really important, Dr. Klingman himself will call me.
Dr. Klingman?
Tell me about this Dr. Klingman.
Who's this Dr. Klingman you mentioned?
Dr. Klingman is in charge of the mammal division.
So I should speak to him about seeing the wolves up close.
You can try, but he won't let you.
Perhaps. Where could I find him?
In the administration area.
Thanks.
All right. Tell me about these wolves.
These wolves are fascinating, aren't they? I tried calling one over, but they weren't too obliging.
Yeah, some people try that all day.
Is there any chance you could take me inside the kennel? I'd really like to see one of the wolves up close, kind of a research thing.
No way. No one will enter the kennel without authorization.
Without authorization, you say? How about the missing wolves?
I suppose you were around when those wolves escaped.
No, I don't work at night.
But you must have been here the next day, right? That people were pretty upset, what, with the police and everything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that day was super crazy.
Can you tell me about it?
Tell you what?
How'd the wolves get out?
So, how'd the wolves escape, anyway?
Well, Dr. Klingman says the gate was left open after the night feeding.
What do you think?
The gate is heavy, it shuts itself. Maybe something was in the way, maybe a rock, I don't know. I'm only glad it was not me there. The boy who works that night has been, you know.
Oh, fired.
Fired.
What do you think about the wolves killing people?
So, what do you think about these killings? Pretty scary, huh? Do you ever think those two wolves could do something like this?
I don't believe it is possible. Hilda and Parzival were fine with me, just like all the other wolves. Hilda, she liked to play. She was so young still.
She did.
What did the wolves look like?
What did the two missing wolves look like, anyway?
Hilda was pretty. She had much white on her chest. And Parzival, he was bigger, thicker, more in the chest. He was 5 or 6 years old, maybe. Much darker than Hilda.
Dark? Dark what?
Dark gray. Both were gray. And most of the wolves here are. Hilda was light, but they get darker when they get older.
Is that right? Hey, thank you for your time.
Whatever.
All right. Well.
Kommen Sie. Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
I'm afraid my German isn't very good. My name's Gabriel Knight. I'm an American novelist.
What can I do for you, Mr. Knight?
I'm researching a new book, and I hear you're the expert in these parts. Could you spare a moment?
Please, sit down.
Thank you. Could I ask you some questions?
Yes.
Thanks. You don't mind if I record this, do you?
That's fine.
All right, so I'm getting a recording of this. Tell me about yourself.
So, you're in charge of the zoo's mammal divisions?
Yes.
What kind of training do you need for that, Doc?
I realize you Americans hate titles, but people refer to me as Herr Dr. Klingmann here. Herr Doctor will also do.
Sorry.
I have a doctorate from
Easy.
Heidelberg University. My field is animal behaviorist.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Tell me more about yourself.
I see you're particularly interested in wolves.
Yes, I'm quite well known for my wolf research.
You must have been horrified when 2 of your wolves escaped then.
Yes, it has been very unsettling.
It's not surprising that they escaped, considering how low that fence is. Tell me about your research.
What kind of wolf research do you do, Herr Doctor?
I study wolf society here and in the wild.
Any insights?
Only that there is a purity to nature which human society lacks.
Meaning?
Life, reproduction, death. In nature there's a purpose to it, even if that purpose isn't pretty. We humans have forgotten our purpose.
We have.
Yes. Does a male lion say to the female, "I'm sorry, but I'm afraid to make a commitment"? Does a female wolf run off and leave her offspring to the male because she wants to mate with another wolf? Do hyenas need psychotherapy because they are guilty about their thieving nature?
You have a point.
Which I'm afraid I have overstated.
Not at all. Do your fellow scientists share your views?
Not often, no. Fortunately, I have found others who do.
So, Mr. Rousseau, tell me more about these wolves.
I was speaking with one of your boys out front, Greg, was it?
No, there's no Greg on staff here. Do you mean Thomas?
Thomas, right. Anyway, he's the one that said to talk to you. Because I was wondering if there was any way I could get a closer look at one of the wolves for research.
I'm afraid this is not possible. We don't show our wolves to anyone. We must protect what privacy the creatures have.
Really? Well, gosh. Guess that's that. Do you mind if we talk briefly about the missing wolves?
Is this relevant to your book?
Oh, yeah.
You see, wolves are major characters in my new novel, and this case is quite unusual, isn't it?
I suppose it is. Very well. Actually, I know very little about the case, but I will tell you what I can.
Appreciate it.
How long have these wolves been missing?
How long have the wolves been missing?
It's been about 2 months.
Jeez. Whew, that's a while, isn't it? Strange the police haven't seen hide nor hair of them, so to speak.
Believe me, your sentiment is shared by the German public.
Do you think the zoo wolves are responsible for the mutilation killings?
Do you think the zoo wolves are responsible for the mutilation killings?
That is yet to be proven.
Because I've been wondering, what else could it be? Wild wolves, maybe?
Unfortunately, there are very few wild wolves left in Germany. Most were killed off by hunters decades ago.
Most?
A few remain in the Alps. But so close to a city like Munich, it's highly unlikely.
Any other suggestions?
I'm afraid I'm as confused as anyone, Mr. Knight.
Why would the wolves kill humans?
What I don't see is why wolves, if the killers are wolves, why wolves would attack humans.
Wolves are predators. Most carnivores are potential man-eaters given hunger enough and opportunity.
But weren't the zoo wolves raised among humans?
Yes. And therefore, they are not afraid of us.
I suppose.
How does a wolf choose its victims?
How does a wolf choose its victims?
Have you ever heard of the language of death?
No.
You may have heard that wolves often choose the young, the old, or the sick as prey. Until recently, many thought this was some sort of natural selection going on, survival of the fittest. But now some of us are finding it is much more complicated than that. We have observed, for example, wolves surround a sick moose cow. The creature was helpless, yet she stood up and glared back at her would-be killers. The wolves dispersed. Or a healthy bull who ran off alone when he sensed wolves, making himself an easy target for no apparent reason. Researchers now believe that there's a kind of primal language going on.
Ah.
I am death, the wolf says. Are you ready to go? And the victim, by its actions, says, yes, I am ready, or no, you will not take me now.
What if their prey doesn't know the language of death?
This is a big problem, particularly for the wolves. When wolves come across domesticated animals who do not know how to play the game, they're confused. They start slaughtering, and they have no sense for when to stop. That is why farmers have hunted wolves to extinction in most parts of the world.
Well, that certainly gives me something to think about.
All right. Well, Herr Doctor,
Yeah, the doc's definitely got a thing for wolves.
A walkie-talkie. Didn't Thomas have one like that?
So I could use that to communicate with Thomas, potentially. Make him think that I am the doctor.
Looks like office equipment back there.
Yeah, the doc's definitely got a thing for wolves. I don't see anything in the bookcase but German textbooks. I don't see anything in the bookcase but German textbooks.
Their doctor's coat.
Okay. So what do we get on tape?
My new tape recorder, a dual mount. My new tape recorder, a dual mount. I have to load a tape first.
Ah, so...
So, you're in charge of the zoo's mammal division.
Yes.
What kind of training do you need for that, Doc?
I realize you Americans hate titles, but people refer to me as Herr Dr. Klingmann here.
Okay. Well, wait a second. I can also splice? What's that all about?
If I'm gonna do a splice, I'll need 2 tapes loaded.
Alright. So I'm gonna blank tape here.
Not a bad idea. But I should go somewhere more private first.
Ah, okay. Alright, so I imagine probably what I need to do is I need to edit
Thank you for your
the
time,
tape
Doctor.
so that it sounds
Not
like
at all.
Herr Doctor has given Thomas permission to show Gabriel the wolves. And then I somehow need to get his walkie-talkie, play the message back to Thomas, and then maybe he'll show me the wolves. So, but first I need to go someplace private. That's not what I meant to do. It's okay. Okay, so... down? Okay. So I guess we'll go back to the farm. See if I can take care of the splicing. Okay. So let's get splicing. So I want to load this here, and I want to load this here. Alright. How does that work? Dr. Klingman here. Thomas, show our wolves to Mr. Knight.
I don't think that's what I need.
Alright, let's try... Thomas. Dr. Klingman here. Show our wolves to Mr. Knight.
I don't think that's what I need.
I thought that seemed good. Well, air Dr. Klingman. Since he only ever goes by air, whatever.
Thomas, Herr Dr. Klingmann here. Show our wolves to Mr. Knight.
Aha. Alright.
I already have a tape loaded in Deck A.
Okay, so let's try... see if we can fool Thomas into...
I was hoping for...
showing us the wolves. Actually, I should probably save my game. Because, this being a Sierra game, death could be around any corner. Alright, so how am I going to get that walkie-talkie? That's the question. Ah, he's not here. Good.
A walkie-talkie. Didn't Thomas have one like that?
Right, so can I use my tape on the walkie-talkie? There we go.
Thomas? Thomas?
Ja, Thomas hier.
Herr Dr. Klingmann hier. Show our wolves to Mr. Knight?
Ja, okay, Herr Doktor.
Nice. Alright. Before I go, let me see if there's anything in his coat.
Mr. Knight? I'm afraid I was just about to leave.
Oh, that's all right. Perhaps another day.
Perhaps. Good luck with your work, Mr. Knight. After you?
Don't have the best poker face there, Knight, now do you?
Ah, hello, Mr. Knight. I have orders to show you one of the wolves.
Really? That would be swell.
Please stay calm and go slow. They don't like strangers. This is a special treat I use to make them come to me. They love it. Marguerite, komm hier. Komm mal hier, Mädchen. Marguerite, schau mal, was ich hier habe. Komm mal her.
Marguerite is not sure if she trusts Air Knight.
Hey, girl. Good girl.
Ach, how strange. She likes you.
I have a way with women.
She's wearing a tag.
All the wolves here wear them.
Don't do that. Stop that at once.
Sorry.
The expression on his face is great. Oh my. That one does not look friendly.
You should not have done that, Mr. Knight.
She seems so tame,
Just like a dog.
Wolf is not dog, Mr. Knight.
Sorry, really.
Yeah. Well, at least nothing happened. Are you done here now?
Yeah, thanks. I'll put in a good word for you with Klingman.
Oh, wunderbar.
Alright, let's take a look at the thing we got from Klingman.
It looks like a receipt. It looks like a receipt.
Joseph Stroff. Alright, interesting.
There's some carbon on the back, but I can't make out what it says.
Maybe if I put it against a mirror, because I think it's backwards. I think we have one back on the farm. So let's try this.
The Kona Glitch A. Rich Half-Jad Lodge, 54 Dienerstrasse.
Okay. Not really sure. I'm not sure what that means.
The Kona Glitch A. Rich Half-Jad Lodge, 54 Dienerstrasse.
Guess it's an address, maybe? Will that appear on my map? I'm gonna check that, and then I think I'll be done for the day. Just out of curiosity. Okay, so do I have any... Nope. Looks like I just have the same locations. Alright. Well, I think that's all I have time for tonight. So that was Gabriel Knight, The Beast Within. We'll see how the mystery unfolds on Monday night. So tune in around 9 o'clock for some exciting Gabriel Knight adventures. For now, good night, everyone.